Oh man, so something else is crazy, man. Ben McLemore, St. Louis player,
Very
went to
young.
KU, drafted by the Sacramento Kings, was just convicted of a first degree rape. First degree, not like second, third, fourth.
That is
First degree.
first degree is crazy to me.
That's like first degree is like you
So
like hit a
crazy
woman
to
over
me.
their head and like and took it from them.
I still can't believe that. I still can't believe that. Because I'm like you said, he was convicted on 3 of the 4 charges. And so the charges include and he pled not guilty, which was he was convicted of first degree rape, first degree unlawful sexual penetration, and 1 count of second degree sexual abuse, but acquitted on 1 sexual abuse charge. The trial, lasting 2.5 weeks, featured the testimony that the woman was incapacitated from heavy drinking and unable to consent, while McLemore, well, I said that like the white guy, sorry, McLemore, claimed the encounter was consensual. The jury reached the verdict after closing arguments in Clarks County, where prosecutors emphasized clear evidence of rape, and the defense argued for acquittal based on mutual intoxication. 21 years old, Lake Oswego house party. Where's that? Can you pull that up?
That's in Portland, Oregon. It was at I believe Robert Covington, NBA player. It was at his house. He had to testify too against, I believe, Ben. Let me see. Hold on, Robert. Let me see. Let me see if they. Yeah. X testifies. He testifies in former teammates. Yeah. So no, he testified for looks like for the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, not for the defense, for the prosecution, I think. Hold on, let me make sure here. Hold on.
Because I would think he would be for the defense to say, no, they both was drinking, they both were incapacitated. But that's also, like, I hate to sound like that girl. You got Portland, Oregon. This sound like a white girl. So when we talk about how things look different, and y'all think y'all getting out of here without us doing Surviving Diddy after everything, oh, y'all gonna get it. But this will be an interesting conversation to have when we dive into the
oh no, he was for the defense. So I'm reading here from Robert Covington.
Like
Robert Covington testified he saw a woman using her hand to arouse teammate Ben McLemore on the couch in his living room early on October 3rd, 2021. The woman has testified that McLemore raped her while she was incapacitated, having passed out drunk. Robert Covington stands by a diagram showing a layout of his Lake Oswego home on Cherry Lane. Robert Covington described what he called kickback parties with other Trailblazer players back in fall 2021 at his Lake Oswego home. The party, for what was pretty much a whole new team, was giving us space to have intimate camaraderie, time out of the public eye, he testified. Then Robert Covington testified he had a new feudal house rules: don't break nothing, don't burn nothing, respect my home, and his bedroom was off limits. He said people were drinking, taking Casamigos shots, smoking hookah and marijuana, playing Uno, other card games. Whether new or older generation rap artists were better. They were having debates about it, looks like. Rapper comes and shows jurors how he found Ben McLemore at one point during his party, his head down and hunched over on a bench by the foyer of his Lake Oswego home. Covington said he saw tears falling from McLemore's eyes and went outside to talk to him. Ooh. He learned McLemore was upset about, loss of his younger brother, Kevin McLemore. That's right. Yep. He did die. Dude from St. Louis got in 2018 while attending college in California. Robert Covington on Wednesday, June 25th, described a party he hosted with other Blazer players. So passed out drunk. So yeah, I guess he was for the testifying for the defense. It looks like here.
Yeah. Okay. And y'all don't. Okay, can we? I feel like we should table this. I think this will be an interesting conversation when we talk about the Diddy case.
Yeah, because this just.
I'm looking up something. And we're not saying, oh, Ben did not do this or anything. We never victim shame, blame. This is not what we doing. But I have an interesting. My mind is going. So
I already know, and it's exactly what you think it is. You ain't gotta say it. I'm 100%. I'm not. I do not know, but I'm saying we know. It's in Portland. But that is crazy. This is crazy.
He'll be he gets sentenced tomorrow. Felonies carrying a mandatory minimum sentence of 100 months and a maximum of 20 years.
Oh, dang, Dom. They got looks like video of the woman passed out, like they took video of her. Because I'm looking at the courtroom thing here. It looked like they was wilding in. They got video on sleep of the girl knocked out. Like they took the video.
Oh.
That's the part probably didn't make them look good at all. Yeah, and she is exactly what you think she is. So continue.
Interesting.
Yeah, but you videotaping stuff? And
no, but I'm also same like the Diddy case. So this is really interesting. The jurors consisted of 8 men and 4 women.
So that means, if 8 men thought it, boy.
That's what I'm saying.
It had. I don't know if Ben.
That's why I was like, let's table it.
But if it's 8 men, that and almost all the main charges, so there must have been some egregious testimony.
Yeah, I want to do a deep dive, a deeper look into this. And then like kind of how we did the breakdown of the jurors and stuff and get a little insight. Cause like I'm with you, like definitely egregious testimony. This is just interesting. Yeah, and we also know that the process, like we'll talk about it as we break down everything for surviving Diddy, but this is just crazy. And but my question is how did the prosecution determine that it was like you said, premeditated? Like that meant that for me, premeditated sounds like, oh, he went there with the intent to do this to this person or someone there. That doesn't.
Premeditation can be after he saw her, like, I'm gonna get that. That can be premeditation too.
That's but also that knowing that they, and I understand consent. No, I'm a hard person.
You get an idea if it was first degree.
Yeah, for me, I could see if it was like you said, second or third.
But the idea they got this on, they was taking video of this girl drunk laid up on the couch and stuff too.
I think it, but did that happen?
That makes you look bad. No, it makes you look bad, like we making fun of, like, so we know she's drunk. That's probably why you got jammed for the first degree, because we're making fun of you, saying we know you drunk. So obviously, I know you're drunk.
So that's my thing. That's why I want to go through, like, what was the timestamp on that? What happened? Because I'm just trying to understand it. Like I'm sitting here, I
think that video gets them jammed up, because if I'm taking a video and I'm knowingly, and if I'm making fun of you, look, because they only show a video of them, like the prosecution talking about this is the video they recorded.
So, and then this video, like you said, it had to have been before, and not
even if it was after. It's still It still would be messed up because it means I knowingly am making fun of you knowing that you are drunk.
Yeah. But the weird part is you reading the testimony from the teammate. It is blowing me. Like it like my mind is like, okay, well, the teammate said this, that he saw this happen, and them having an interaction, let's just say what it is, kind of sexually together.
Yeah.
Shit, like this is crazy. Like this is fucking crazy, yo.
It's crazy, man.
Which sidebar, this is and I know this has nothing to do, but when we talk about consent and recording people, I said to my guy the other day, because I saw an ad for those Ray-Ban like Meta glasses or whatever, and I said that's gonna end up getting somebody jammed up. I said that's gonna be a problem somewhere down the line, and I already have a friend that was unknowingly recorded on someone's glasses
while they were
while they were like hanging out. We were like dancing somewhere, and
it wasn't while y'all were intimate. They were intimate.
It wasn't intimate or anything.
Okay.
But you remember like how people would do like upskirting and things like that, like which is still a thing, weird. But I could see somewhere down the line, like especially you in Vegas, and you know you got those glasses on because it doesn't show that it's like a red light or anything going, so people are aware. And let's say you in Vegas having fun and y'all at the pool and somebody, girl gone wild or boy gone, I don't know, and then somebody captures that, now that's out there. Like someone has this image of you. And I'm not saying, and y'all gonna say, well, people need to be, no, like you shouldn't be recording people. And that goes back to, like you said, that getting him jammed up. Like this is crazy to me. And I'm not making an excuse for anybody, but I'm just like, why were you recording anybody? Why were you recording anybody? And I wonder if he sent that to somebody.
Yeah, I'm wondering, but you know what? I wonder if, like, if you know, like sometimes, I mean, I'm assuming most people have their setup that when they record a video, it automatically goes into the cloud. So I wonder if that did it. But it automatically backed itself up to the cloud. And even though he may have deleted it in his phone, it was already at Apple or through whatever.
But you know, the weird thing, what makes me think that he
sent it to somebody,
that he sent it to somebody, is because Apple is very, very firm on not violating their client.
Well, I get a subpoena on a criminal case,
but they will go hard about it. They will go hard about it. About not like
it must have been sent to somebody else.
It'd be a lot to get you.
So if it was sent to somebody else, but then we both deleted it,
and then
does that open it up then?
Or you sent it to somebody saw you or whatever. That's why I was like, I wonder if he sent that to somebody that got him jammed up and like,
but would they fight for it as much? So if I send it to one of my boys and then, but they delete it too, does it double negative? I'm thinking like double negative.
Look at you making the words.
Does it open up the possibilities for Apple to be able to have them come out like they're out here sharing content, but they deleting off of their stuff that we need for it?
Yeah, I'm interested because I'm thinking of like, okay, if you pull my phone records, my text messages from around that time, that's what I'm thinking of. It's like you could have potentially sent that, but that's why I was like, hey man, like let's look into this because this will be an interesting case to follow. And I wonder if he's going to appeal, because I could see them going back to appeal that, not for a first degree, but like maybe second or third.
Yeah, like you drop the first degree, like
yeah. And then him getting sentenced tomorrow, I wonder if they offer him some sort of deal.
I mean, it's too late for a deal now.
Well, now, no, you can go back. They can still negotiate because he's still his defense. Still, they still have time to go back in and kind of talk to the prosecution, and see if they can work out a deal for his sentencing, like with the judge. Because, like, they'll say what they believe that the terms should be versus what the prosecution is thinking. Like I think that there's a possibility for that. But this is wild. Like I feel like we always say that how your phone always will get you jammed up.
Yep, every time.
And this is not like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm making, but it's just also just being responsible. And I understand it was a dark time in his life and all these different things are happening, but we see this happen time and time again with people. Y'all got to be responsible and aware and take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. Because I understand that your brother passed away and you are coping and you are using things to take, numb the pain that you're feeling. Because you were clearly going through something. Because your boy, your teammate caught you outside crying. But, as people gonna feel like this is judgmental, but I would even motion to say the teammate probably should have sent him home. Like, hey man, let me call you an Uber.
But you got to remember, this is during the pandemic, so Cass was like happy to be out the crib.
Yeah, but wasn't this 2021? This 2021. We still in it, but they back playing now. It's no more bubble. So they like life is getting back to normal by this time. So that's what I'm like, hey man, because like it was even I'll hop in an Uber today and it's still somebody that got plexiglass. Like it's like I'm in a cab, But I also understand how, a homeboy was like, maybe I shouldn't send him home. He probably just need to blow some steam off and have fun and loosen up, at least for this moment. And that changed the trajectory of his life.
Like, man, because Shop Javon, he had told me, and I went to look it up. I'm like, what?
Yeah, man. A nice kid too. Nice kid. I met him several times, like, out here. But it just be unfortunate. And you know what? One of the most valuable lessons that I learned in life from my mother is look at the Z before you step into the A. And I've done, crazy things. And by the grace of God, I have been protected or, had a guardian angel or something. But I've always, it'd be some stuff where I'm like, nah, no. Because we see people get jammed up for crazy shit all the time. And that's why I was like, I'm interested in this case to see what the ins and out, what the prosecution was saying versus what the defense is saying. Because, like you said, if you had me on a camera, and that's what makes me think that the video, whatever video he had to have been before. And then for the jurors to feel like, oh, well, her groping on him and doing all this stuff did not warrant her wanting to have sex with him. But like, and a lot of men in the comments saying, hey, if you can't fully have this conversation or someone say yes or whatever, just don't do it. And that is good advice, to live by. But this is just crazy.
It's a crazy
And
thing.
that's what makes me think like that video had to have been taken.
Hey y'all, if y'all like what y'all see here on Everyone Needs an Aquarius, be sure to like, subscribe, and share our podcast with your friends because we got all the tea. And if you want to check out more stuff from us, be sure to hit that button right there on the right side so you can see other stuff and again share it with everybody.